It's Denise, and in this video I am sharing with you the reveal of my winter kitchen vignette. So if you want to see what I've got going on, keep watching. Welcome to This and That with Denise Jordan. I teach women to make wise home health and beauty decisions. So if you want to learn more about running a household, subscribe. Or if you want to see reviews about products that can benefit you in your home, subscribe. Because I do videos on those topics all the time. So hit that subscribe button and double tap that little bell icon so you don't miss any upcoming videos. But definitely check out the show notes in the description box below, because that's where I'll link my favorite housekeeping and gardening solutions. Okay, let's jump into it. About 2 weeks ago, I issued my quarterly invitation to create a vignette for your kitchen. This time it was the winter kitchen vignette, and I had warned people in the summer, I believe, that in the winter time we would need a soup tureen, and that's what I was able to find. So now there were only 3 rules for this particular vignette. 1, it had to be on a tray, because as you know, prep space is precious. It's prime real estate, and so the vignette needs to be portable. If I need to work on this counter, I need to be able to move whatever's up here aside. Number 2, it needed to have a soup tureen, and I picked up mine thrifting. As a matter of fact, I picked up 3 thrifting because I just love soup tureens. I love the shape of them. I love the different looks of them. I love what you can do with them. And then number 3, it had to have something with words in it. And you got to decide the form those words took. So I had a lot of fun putting mine together. And I really had a lot of fun looking at the various text messages, or rather the various comments that I got in the video about people looking for their soup tureens, people finding them thrifting. Some people like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this one because I don't see myself using a soup tureen. So I'm really excited about checking out the playlist to see what people have found. But before we get there, let me let you take a look at mine. Hang on. Ta-da! Here is my winter kitchen vignette, and I am so pleased with it. And you know, this could be one of my favorites, and I'll tell you why. Because this one is definitely functional. It's purely practical. First of all, I've got this huge soup tureen, which meant I had to put a large tray as the base, but I wanted to use this one, so I have this large soup tureen, which I picked up thrifting. I found it for $8.50 at the Goodwill. And when I saw it, I wasn't looking for it, and I really didn't want to spend $8.50 for an item at the Goodwill. But I tell you what, I grabbed it and I put it in the cart. I just could not leave it there. And I've used it several times since I got it. I absolutely love it. I love the creamy white color of it. It just kind of goes with the little bit of a farmhouse look that I've kind of moved to in the kitchen. Just a little bit of farmhouse. I love that. And then with it, I paired this tall pitcher, which is just a tall pitcher. I didn't put any flowers in it, first of all, because I didn't want anything that was too tall or anything that would block my view if I was sitting over there or back here. And since this was mostly functional, I just thought this was as much pretty as I needed. Now, my something with words on it. I used a cookbook. I have this Taste of Home Soups, serving up comfort food, and I've had this for a while. I almost bought a new one because their current one is out now, and I was standing in the checkout line at Kroger and picked it up and flipped through it, and I'm like, nope, you are on a no-spend January. You are not buying that. So I put it back down, but I did get out the one that I already had. And Taste of Home Soups, there's 129 recipes to simmer, soothe, and satisfy. And then down here, serve up comfort food. And what goes better in the winter than soup, chili, and stew. And I'm telling you what, it is cold, cold, cold here. We have had record-breaking cold. It was so cold yesterday, it was ridiculous. I am making chili for dinner tonight, and it is going to go in this tureen. And if you look down in front, I've got 2 red and white bowls. These bowls can be used for soup, chili, ice cream, whatever, but tonight we're using them for chili. And I just put 2 on the tray because there's only 2 of us here. But if I had company, I could put on a few more. And I just set inside the bowl 2 soup spoons for us to use with our chili. And then what do we have back here? Well, there's some things that we like to have with soup and chili and stew. Of course, Ritz crackers. Who doesn't love Ritz crackers with soup and chili? So I had to have a box of Ritz crackers here. So here these are. And I had to tape the top down because we've been using out of this box. This wasn't just used for props. We used this box of crackers. And then back here, I have a jar of oyster crackers. I got some from my sister a couple of months ago before we did our soup and chili challenge. And I love them. So ever since then, I've been buying them. But I buy them in a bag. And once you open them, the bag's open. So I've started putting them in a mason jar. And 1 bag will fill this mason jar. Well, 1 bag after we've used it for a meal. The leftovers fit in a mason jar quite nicely. And it keeps them fresh. And there's no label on this jar because from time to time I put something different in it. So I've got a mason jar full of oyster crackers. And then right here I've got a bag of kind of a French bread. It's a rustic puglisi loaf. It is the Private Selections brand from Kroger, and it is delicious. They bake it in the store, and it tastes so good with soup and stew and chili. And what I would do with this is put it in the oven, let it bake, or warm I should say, for about 5-6 minutes, and then the crust will get kind of hard, kind of crusty. But when you slice into it, the interior is soft. You know how French bread is, so that's what this would be like. And then on the inside, I just put one of my little napkins that I've got that I made with Kenta cloth. I just like the look of it, and I felt like the black and the gold and the red in the cloth picks up the reds and the golds that you see in the things that I have on the tray. So I'll bring you up a little bit closer so that you can see it. But I am loving this kitchen vignette. And not only that, but I can leave it out for a while. And even in the morning when we're just going to have, let's say, oatmeal, or I'm going to make porridge, which is cream of wheat, just grab a bowl and it's right there for use. So salt, pepper, sugar, that kind of stuff. I didn't want to put it on the tray this time because I've got a place for that where it's easily accessible. But I did want the crackers and the bowls and the spoons, that kind of thing, to be easily accessible this time. So here is my winter kitchen vignette. So now let me bring you up closer. I want to take this opportunity to thank all of you guys for joining me in this kitchen vignette challenge. There have been so many ladies that have created so many beautiful videos, and I will link the playlist below so that you can see all the things that they've done. Some of them have managed to be quite creative. Now before I go, let me just remind you that February is Heart Month, and each week of the month there's a different focus, and week 2 the focus is family. So what I want you to think about this month is what can you do to improve the heart health for your family. It can be as simple as cooking heart-healthy meals, using more fruits and vegetables, drinking more water, particularly if you have high blood pressure, or if anyone in your family, your immediate family that you're preparing meals for has high blood pressure, then one of the things you want to do is encourage them to drink more water, because you definitely want to make sure you're getting your kidneys flushed out. You're getting that medication flushed through so that it can do what it needs to do and not cause any problems while it's doing the good things. The other thing you can do is talk to your children about being heart healthy and sharing with them the kinds of foods that can help them do that. Fruits and vegetables and those natural foods, kind of like that. Take them grocery shopping with you and let them pick out some things that are heart healthy. A colorful plate, your yellows and reds and greens, as well as your white with your starches and those kinds of things are heart healthy. So get them to think about how colorful can they make their plate, or what would they like to try that's heart healthy this week. If you go online to the American Heart Association's Go Red for Women or the National Institute of Health's National Wear Red, you can find information about heart healthy diets, and look online and let the kids help you pick something. Or you and your partner can choose a heart healthy meal. But there's a lot of different ways that you and your family can get involved this week, and certainly you can get involved by doing something to help you move more, like maybe taking a walk or exercising, or I don't know, whatever works for you and your family. But just think about what can you do to be more heart healthy with your family this week. And I will put a couple links below that you can go to help you come up with more ideas. So now here's my question for you. What do you think you can do this week to help your family be more heart aware and heart healthy? Tell me in the comment section below. And just so you know, I've raised 3 children. I've managed a home for more than 45 years, and I am a nurse by profession. So if you want to learn more about running a household, cooking and cleaning and laundry and health and beauty, subscribe. I would love to have you as a member of the TNT community. In the meantime, this is Denise Jordan saying goodbye. I'll see you in the next video.